What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the live watch-along of the game in the Premier League between Manchester City and Southampton. Before we crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support this channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 16,000 subscribers. We're now less than 250 subscribers away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also, if you are watching this live stream, then do help to support this live stream by leaving a thumbs up first. You can. We're aiming for 100 likes. We are now only 84 likes away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also my social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email is also in the description below and on the banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave your thoughts if you're watching this after the game in the comments below, or we've got the live chat rolling where we're going to be doing plenty of interaction. But this video firstly is sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, this video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and download the best footballing app out there and stay up to date with all the latest fixtures, results, statistics, live league tables, what channel the football game is on, latest football news, and also transfer news, then do go and download the OneFootball link through through the link at the top of my description. Any help towards that in downloading that does help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channel. So there we go. Thank you. We've made it. We've made it here just about. I mean, I was at work, like 20 minutes ago. It's crazy. I've had to rush back, get everything set up and ready for a watch-along. I said in my last watch-along that I wasn't going to be able to do a live watch-along for this game. However, circumstances are here. I've managed to scramble. And getting sorted a live watch along for this game. So yeah, the teams are ready out here for kickoff. So I'm just going to go through the teams here in case you are not aware. I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. There we go. Right, so I'm going to start off with Southampton first. We've got McCarthy in goal for them. They've got Bednarak, Vestergaard, Stevens, Salisu and Bertrand starting for them at the back, looking very, very defensive from them. They've gone with Zinchenko, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong and Nathan Redmond across the midfield, and Che Adams up front, of course, with Danny Ings being injured. On the bench for them, they've got Will Ferry, Fraser Forster, Kane Ramsey, Kyle Walker-Peters, Caleb Watts, Ibrahima Diallo, Minamino, Teller, and Nalundulu. I hope I said his name right there. A pretty strong bench there. I'm surprised that Walker-Peters isn't starting. I'm again surprised that Fraser Forster isn't starting as well. We may see Minamino coming in off the bench for Southampton, but certainly a little bit of quality there. But I think this is all about City trying to break down Southampton. I think an early goal here for Manchester City would certainly help us along the way. For City, looking for a response from the defeat in the Manchester derby, we're going with Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Zinchenko left back, which is what I predicted in in my preview for this game. Ruben Dias and Laporte starting at the back for Manchester City, so John Stones dropping to the bench. De Bruyne, Fernandinho and Gundogan is a midfield free for Manchester City, so nice to see Fernandinho coming into the side with Rodri having a rest. Gundogan is no surprise there. De Bruyne, though, alongside Gundogan. I'd love to know your thoughts of that. Bernardo Silva does start. It looks like he's going to probably be starting. I wonder if he's going to be starting up front. One Football have got Bernardo Silva starting up front. I'm wondering if he is or not. Or it might well be Phil Foden. It could be Gundogan going up front. It could be De Bruyne. Take your pick. Who's going up front? I'm not too sure. We've gone with Phil Foden on the left-hand side and Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side. So once again, Ferran Torres not getting minutes. For Manchester City on the substitute bench, we've got Zach Steffen, Gabriel Jesus, Benjamin Mendy, Rodri, John Stones, Raheem Sterling, Joao Cancelo, Ferran Torres and Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero once more not being given minutes here, which, his future definitely coming into some doubt, in my honest opinion. My score prediction, I'm going for 2-0 to Manchester City. What is your score prediction? Do let me know in the chat, and also do let me know your thoughts and where you're tuning in from in the comments as well. So we've got Mohammed tuning in, we've got Malvin tuning in, we've got Dale tuning in as well from Dublin in Ireland. We've got JSGC member Adam Quinn as well tuning in. So thank you very much for that. Aiming for 100 likes, most definitely. Adam going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Looks like Mohammed's going for 5-0 to Manchester City. We've got Robert Robinson once more tuning in. We've got Arcanite as well once more tuning in. We've got that Cardiff City fan too. So thank you very much for tuning in. We've got Abel Ocklang, I've probably butchered your name, I do apologise for that one. Clarksman as well, another JSGC regular tuning in. We've got DJ Heaven as well, going for 4-0 to Manchester City. Alex, nice to see you tuning in once more as well. We've got Junaid Khan, Tom, more regulars. City Extra sending me some love, that is nice, thank you to them. We've got Cactus Jack in the chat as well, so thank you very much for that. We've got Mutinta, in the chat too, so thank you very much for that. We've got Afrat too. Clarksman going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Robert Robinson going for 2-0 to Manchester City. Steve, thank you for the nice comment there. Definitely commitment. Had to scramble this one together. DJ Heaven tuning in from Salford in England. So there we go. We're all set, ready for kickoff here for this game. We've managed to scramble in a little preview as well as the players take the knee. And we are now just moments away from kickoff here in the Premier League. As City looking for a response. Southampton in poor form, but winning their last game, looking to try and build up some momentum as we do have kickoff, and it is Southampton that get us underway, attacking from right to left. Manchester City attacking from left to right. Southampton playing in their red and white shirts, black shorts and red socks. Manchester City playing in their swimming pool kits of blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks, as Bertrand early on is penalised for a challenge on Zinchenko. If that hadn't have been pulled back, that could have been quite dangerous there for Manchester City, but a free kick is given. So we're going to make it past the 34 seconds without conceding a penalty, so there's some improvements, which is always good for Manchester City in my opinion, as Aymeric Laporte picks up the ball for Manchester City and then passes it out of play. Fabulous. Fabulous. Dragon, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. So we're already up to 27 likes. Smashed it. Nice. Only 73 likes now away from 100 likes, which is our aim for this live stream, as Southampton go all the way back to their goalkeeper now, looking to play it out from the back. City's press doesn't do too much, and Southampton can play it out, and they do have ball inside the Manchester City half. Here they are coming forward now, Southampton on the left-hand side. Southampton certainly for the first minute and a half have seen more of the ball and playing better than what City are, which, considering the form that they're in, isn't great. Thank you very much. It's me. I do appreciate your kind comment there. And Seamus, thank you for tuning in as well. We're now 69 likes away from 100 likes. So I've had to play some good stuff here, taking the game to Manchester City early on, looking to try and get a goal or get something from the game early on to have something to play for, as Foden wants a free kick, nothing given, and he's dispossessed. Bertrand on the right-hand side, that's really interesting, with Walker-Peters on the bench. Not too sure what that's all about. It'll be interesting to see as the game develops what formation Southampton are looking for. That's a poor pass out from Southampton. That is a throw-in for Manchester City, so a bit of respite here for City, as Bednarek passes the ball out to play for a throw-in on halfway to Manchester City. Here's Ederson now with the football. Let's get the juggernaut back on track. I like it, David. I like the positivity as well. Here's Ederson with the ball now for Manchester City. Fernandinho, Walker. It's a poor pass. Out of play for a throw-in, and the throw-in's in a kind of a dangerous area as well. City just not got out the blocks again. Another slow start to the game. United punished us for it. Southampton looking to try and do the same. Gundogan makes the interception there, and Laporte a bit slow about it. Eventually gets the pass to Ederson. The pitch is going to be very greasy. It has been throwing it down in Manchester today. I think there's a bit of drizzle about. I don't think it's raining or heavy rain at this moment in time, but the surface will certainly be saturated. It'll be wet, so it'll be worthwhile having a couple of long-range efforts for both sides. That's a good interception there by Ruben Dias, which means Southampton pick up a throw just inside their own half. So a really nice positive start to the game from Southampton. Manchester City not really got going, certainly with any attacking intent. Certainly defence being tested for City at the moment, as Southampton take about an extra 5, nearly 10 yards up from their throw, and as that went out of play inside their own half. Anyway, Southampton down the right-hand side. It's a good pass by Bertrand, and it gets a deflection and out of play for a corner just about to Southampton. This isn't a good start by Manchester City by any stretch of the imagination. Really not a good start. I was looking for City to get a nice quick start, and instead it's Southampton. But surely City should be preparing for that. Surely teams will have looked at what United did and think, oh, we should get off to a quick start as well and look to take the game towards us. It's up to City to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and start to dictate, and it just hasn't happened in the last couple of games here. Ward-Prowse with the corner for Southampton. Ball comes in. It's headed clear by Fernandinho, edge of the penalty area. Southampton pick up the loose ball. It's a heavy touch and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Jannik, is that how you say his name, I think, was the man with the heavy touch. As we're now up to 36 likes. Nice. It's a poor clearance from Fernandinho, and it's picked up now by Southampton. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Thanks. So Southampton play the ball forward. Ruben Dias gets a header onto it. Aymeric Laporte now. Here's Kyle Walker. Gets a clearance. It's deflected up and out of play for a throw in there to Manchester City. Really scrappy start to the game, this one. At the moment. JJ, thank you for tuning in. And the City base, it's on Sky Sports if you're tuning in from the UK. It has been really poor passes at the moment from City. It's not been great, as we're now 58 likes away from 100 likes. Don't forget, like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. And do go and check out the video sponsor for this video, which is OneFootball. As Southampton breaking quickly here. A big chance, this one, if they can play the passes right. Into the penalty area now. Looking for a cheeky little penalty. No penalty as such as yet. Southampton still got the ball. It's not been fully cleared by City. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. He's going to have to go back to goalkeeper Ederson, who just whacks the ball clear there for Manchester City. A good clearance as well. Something for Southampton to try and control and deal with. So it's looking like De Bruyne is going up front at the moment for Manchester City. As we've had first half stats from the first 6.5 minutes. City have had 27% possession compared with 73% for Southampton. Matthews, an interesting prediction that. 2-1 to Manchester City. Foden and Bernardo with the goals, and Southampton to get a set-piece goal. City to get back on track, but a win's a win. At this stage of where we're at, it's literally just about getting a win, and that's all that matters. Literally all that matters. City need to try and get hold of the game by the scruff of the neck. Certainly isn't happening at the moment. Line-up for Manchester City today, we've gone with Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Zinchenko left back, centre-back partnership of Ruben Dias and Aymeric Laporte. It's Fernandinho going into defensive midfield with Ilkay Gundogan sitting just further ahead of him. It's looking like it's going to be Bernardo Silva playing in the midfield, and then the wings is Mahrez and Phil Foden, and then it looks like De Bruyne is going up top for Manchester City at this moment in time. Like a free kick that to Southampton, nothing given, but Southampton do come away with the ball. Southampton dominating possession and dominating play at the Etihad Stadium right now, which isn't good at all, as we're now 53 likes away from 100 likes. So thank you very much for that, everybody. It's much appreciated. We've now got nearly 40 people tuning in. Managed to scramble out a live watch-along for this game. Just about, as it looked like it was in doubt with me being at work, but got back just in time to get started with the live stream and get it sorted as Ederson's put under pressure and Ederson can clear the ball from Manchester City. City living dangerously, really dangerously here at the moment. Laporte now, a bit of defending to do for City. City just look like they're just trying to embed themselves into the game a little bit. Just try and get a bit of possession, a bit of play. Here's Ruben Dias now for Manchester City. Kyle Walker, City just playing at a walking pace now, just happy to get a bit of the ball. Southampton now looking to set up their structure of their team. Foden back to Laporte, he's dispossessed and out for a throw into Manchester City. Laporte looks a bit shaky at the moment. Hopefully he can iron that out as the game develops. Here is Kyle Walker in the centre for Manchester City. Exchanges a couple of passes with Ruben Dias. Here's Laporte now. Gundogan plays a pass out to Phil Foden. He wants a throw in, but I think a throw in is going to be given to Southampton instead. Through 9.5 minutes here then. Manchester City 0, Southampton 0. Here's McCarthy with the ball. Dinks the ball out to the right hand side. In space as well as Salisu, who picks the ball up. They choose not to use the runner, instead work the ball backwards. Again, Southampton happy just to see a bit of the ball. A crossfield pass comes in towards Bertrand. There's just a little bit too much on that, and it does go out of play for a throw-in. Right idea, though, that by Southampton. So nothing really of too much concern in front of goal and shots happening and everything from either side. However, City's domination with the ball that you come to expect hasn't really been there. And it has been Southampton that, in my opinion, have got off to a better start in this game in the first 10 minutes. City certainly need to be rectifying that. Kyle Walker plays the ball back to Ederson. It's a scuffed clearance, not a very good clearance. It evades just about everybody, and it's out for a throw-in to Southampton just inside their own half. It's just been really sloppy from City at the moment. Really, really sloppy. So Southampton, through goalkeeper McCarthy, plays the ball out to Bertrand, who seems to be started on the right-hand side as right back Walker Peters sits on the bench. And City can't control it, and it's out for a throw-in here to Southampton. The passing from City has been woeful at the moment. Really woeful. Giving the ball away way too much. No real drive, no real energy, no real conviction, no real quality either, which is of course of a bit of a concern. Steve, yeah, we look jagged and tired already. Do you agree? As we're now 51 likes away from 100 likes. I'd have thought this would have been a good game to get Aguero starting, if I'm honest. It's dispossessed and cleared by Southampton, out for a throw into City. Can City finally come forward with some meaningful intent? Looks very disjointed from City. Southampton look more organised and with a better game plan than City in the first opening 12 minutes. Here is Ruben Dias now. Plays a pass out to Mahrez. He's tackled, and it's a good tackle and dispossessed, and Fernandinho makes a tackle. Now, to me, I thought that was a perfectly good tackle from Fernandinho. I thought the ball was there to be won. He gets the ball. Free kick given. He wins the ball. I mean, he puts slightly over the ball, which is probably why the referee's given the free kick. But that, to me, is a perfectly good tackle. Doesn't touch the man, takes the ball. A good challenge. Anyway, it comes to no avail for Southampton. They play the ball forward. Zinchenko manages to glance the header back to goalkeeper Ederson. So the press for Southampton and forcing the mistakes from City, it's kind of died off over the last couple of minutes. Problem is, City's passing hasn't been there, and so Southampton just win the ball back. This is where City just need to be a bit stronger. I'm wondering if City know what they're doing and how they need to play, considering we're not playing without a striker. Is it De Bruyne or is it Bernardo that goes forward? It's definitely looking like Foden on the left and Mahrez on the right. But then there's no Rodri to control the ball in the middle for City. Looks like a little bit of a big miss at this moment in time. Anyway, here is Aymeric Laporte for City now. Ruben Dias. City now pushing everyone forward, and Southampton now got all their players in their own half. Much more like what you've come to expect. There's passes in the final third that have been completed. It's 15 for Southampton and none for Manchester City at the moment. Which shows you how much of the ball has been dominated by Southampton. Here is Bernardo Silva now. City looks to get into that attacking third. Here's Foden. Good feet and skills, and gets a throw in there for Manchester City, just near the penalty area for Southampton. So City finally decided to come forward. It's only taken us 14 minutes to do so. But here we are. Here is Kyle Walker with the ball for Manchester City. Zinchenko was calling for the ball, wanted the ball. De Bruyne leaves it out to Mahrez. Here is Mahrez now. Walker. No real movement from City. Southampton have got everything part behind the ball. It's a good ball now. Zinchenko into the penalty area. Plays a pass across. Foden. Great save. Goal Manchester City. Goal Manchester City. It's Kevin De Bruyne. No celebration from any of the players. It's a well-worked goal from City. It's the first thing we've done in the game. And we lead. It's 1-0 Manchester City. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Comes off the crossbar. I think it already crosses the line, but he taps it in to make sure. It's a really good ball from Diaz for Zinchenko. He looks onside to me. A lighted pass. Good save from Foden's shot by McCarthy. And it just hits the crossbar. And it does go over the line by Kevin De Bruyne. So it's a goal for Kevin De Bruyne here for Manchester City. And Manchester City do lead here against Southampton. It's that first goal that we've been looking for. We've not played particularly well in these first 15 minutes, yet the first thing we do, we score off. And so I'll take that every single day of the week. And it's King Kevin De Bruyne with the goal. I'm hoping that'll do him the world of good as well. Mixid, hello. Thank you for tuning in. We have managed to scramble a live stream. As we are now only 47 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. Don't forget, if you're new around here enjoying the football content and City content, then do subscribe, aiming for 16k subscribers. And also, don't forget, you can go and check out the sponsor of today's live watch along, which is brought to you by OneFootball. You can find the link to the best footballing app in my description if you want to go and download that. So yeah, now over 80 people now tuning in, so welcome. Thank you everyone for choosing the JSGC channel for your live watch-along coverage here of this game between Manchester City and Southampton in the Premier League. It's Manchester City that lead here through Kevin De Bruyne scoring on the 15th minute. As I've just had my tea delivered as well, so I'm going to go and eat whilst enjoying the game. It has been rushed, this live stream, trust me, it's a scramble. It's been a real scramble. Decent stuff, decent grub, decent scran. Oh, yes, hot dogs and cheesy chips, let's go. Bernardo Silva with the ball for City. Here's Zinchenko, plays a pass to his brother, De Bruyne. Mahrez now. The pass is there to be played. Gets it to Foden. Can he keep it on? No, is the answer. And it's out for a goal kick to City. City looking to dominate the ball now. And hopefully this will give City the kick needed in this game. Here's McCarthy. Yeah, them passes were happening 10 minutes ago. And it's not happening now. City pick up the ball. Foden now. De Bruyne, edge of the penalty area. Where's the runs? Where's the players? Finds Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Bernardo. Should have just put his left foot around that. It's a good bit of pressing from Bernardo. Forced the mistake and get the throw in there for City, though. Hello, Mum. Thank you for tuning in. Decent prediction that from Haley. I'm still sticking to 2-0 Manchester City. I'm on cheesy chips and hot dogs. Here's Fernandinho. Kyle Walker now. Mahrez, he's got the run of Bernardo. Doesn't use him. Cuts inside. Fernandinho now. You just go work it to Walker. So since the goal, City have had 75% of the ball. Get a killer second goal, that's what we need to be looking for. Good bit of pressing from Zinchenko there. Wins the ball back. Here's Gundogan now. Fernandinho. Really important game. This is a City that, thank you very much, Dad. It is a good start. Score-wise, not how we've been playing, but there we go. Can't be fussy at this stage of the season. So it's a chance here for City to go 14 points clear. We're playing a game that should have been played. I think this was when the the League Cup final is in at the end of April. So we're playing a game, so City are playing this game now, and then teams are going to have games in hand on us, but it's always best to have the points than the games in hand. So this win sends, if we do win, sends us 14 points clear, with everyone else having a game in hand on us. Now to me, I'd be looking for City to be getting to 80 points, and if we win this game, it sends us, I think, to 68 points today. Which, in my opinion, sends us 4 wins away from the Premier League title. I don't see United getting past 80 points. De Bruyne now into the penalty area, goes down. Good bit of defending that, to be fair, from Southampton. He's shrugged off the ball and a goal kick is given. Bednarak does just put his arm across him. Redmond now. Oh, it's a good shot and a good save from Ederson. Can he stop the corner? No. A poor giveaway from City. Redmond got into the penalty area and got a really good shot away. It was on target and a good save from Ederson. Really good save from Ederson. It's out for a corner. Ederson did try and scramble to stop the corner. Nearly did, but not quite. So a corner here to Southampton. Swung in. And header one. What a save from Ederson. Chance. Blocked. Penalty Southampton. It did look like a penalty, to be fair. Penalty Southampton. City's defence all over the place and scrambling. It's a great initial save from Ederson. From Vestergaard. And then he's pulled back by Aymeric Laporte. Let's have another look at that. As to whether he was or not. I don't think there's much in that at all, if I'm honest. I don't think there's much in that at all. I've come to expect no less from English officiating, though. Poor decisions. The penalty is given after VAR have had a look. So they're saying to the referee, you don't have to need to go and get a second opinion. So a chance here for Southampton to equalise. I mean, Southampton haven't played bad at all in this game. City have got the lead. A chance for us to have tried to have not so much killed the game, but look to get a real strong foothold into the game. Could all be undone here. It's James Ward-Prowse going up against Ederson from the penalty spot. Bruno Fernandes found the back of the net for Manchester United. Ward-Prowse against Ederson. Goal! Goes down the middle. 1-1 here. It's Manchester City 1, Southampton 1. And it's Ward-Prowse, James Ward-Prowse finding the goal for Southampton. And it's an equaliser here with City's pretty lacklustre start to the game punished, and Southampton have something to show for their hard work. He literally just goes down the middle there, Ward-Prowse. Ederson committed himself to his right hand side. And therefore a goal for Southampton. Typical City indeed. City haven't played very well though, so I can't sit here and say it's undeserved from Southampton. So City certainly with a lot more work to do. Haven't played very well at all, and Bernardo Silva gets us underway once more in this game. Now, the penalty was given for a pullback on Vestergaard. I mean, Laporte puts his arm there to give the referee a decision to make. I mean, it's a bit weak. That's my honest opinion. I thought Martial's with Jesus, I thought was a bit weak. Thought play for it and ask the question. But there we go. It's Southampton now looking to up the gears. It's a good tackle from Gundogan now. Can City spring a counter-attack? Here's De Bruyne. It's not a good pass and it's intercepted. I don't think VAR's the problem. I think it's the people in charge of VAR's where the problem lies. Who gave the pen? The referee. Thank you very much. It is pretty nice, actually. Zinchenko gets a shot away for City. It's blocked by Southampton. It's a good movement, that, from Kyle Walker. As Fernandinho has a shot which goes flying over the crossbar. It was Laporte that gave away the penalty. City have gone poor at the back. I think that winning momentum and feel-good feeling that City have got, I think it's turned into hard grinding, hard-fought, very tiring wins for City at the moment is where we're at. And naturally, because we're playing every 3 to 4 days, it means squad rotation, and with squad rotation and changes and stuff, it takes a while to just gel in, and you don't have any real time settling in. I mean, it's quite obvious that John Stones and Ruben Dias were forming a great centre-back partnership, but it was working because we had Rodri, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva right in front of them. How long did we have them playing? And then obviously we had Joao Cancelo having lots of creativity that we could rotate with Walker, Zinchenko and whomever else we could put in. I've said, can we bottle the league? I mean, the league isn't won until it's won. I said in my preview, these next 2 games for City, they're must-win games. I look to City's fixture list and I see lots of tricky matches coming up, and I think home games are crucial. I think to myself, when you're facing teams that are in really poor run of form, that aren't doing particularly brilliant, like Southampton right now, I'm thinking 3 points. I look towards Fulham in the relegation zone, away from home. To me, that's a winnable away match. I'm thinking 3 points. Win them 2 games puts us in a really solid position, because before Leicester or Man United play again, we're 17 points clear. Albeit they have 2 games in hand, but psychologically it's demoralising, and I think that sends City within 3 points of the Premier League title if we win both them games. Drop points in them games, and all of a sudden they may well have an opportunity, a little opening where it's not... Oh, big... Whoa! Oh, it's a red card. That's got to be a set... Why is a penalty... What's the referee doing? Why is it... Right, it was... I can't believe that. I cannot believe that at all. Phil Foden had a tap in, and he's a sliding challenge is coming from the goalkeeper, and it's out for a corner. Now Phil Foden appeals. I mean, that looked like 100% a penalty. So VAR's going to make the decision now. So let's see if he wins the ball or not. So keeper doesn't control it. That's 100% a penalty. He just clears out Foden. VAR needs binning off if a penalty isn't given here. He just misses the ball and fouls Foden to stop him from having a tap-in. That to me is a red card. It's a goal-scoring opportunity. Has he not given it? There's not... Right, VAR needs binning off. How on earth is that not a penalty? How on earth is that not a penalty? I literally cannot believe that. I literally cannot believe that. They were speaking before the game about wiring referees up and officials. They need wiring up. I want that explaining how that is not a penalty. The goalkeeper has miscontrolled the ball. Phil Foden has taken control of the ball. He's ready to tap it in. He's put under pressure from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper makes a sliding challenge to stop Foden from scoring. Foden knocks the ball past the keeper. The keeper misses the ball, slides in and takes out Foden's ankle, which trips him up. It's a goal scoring opportunity. It's a red card, and it should have been a penalty. We've been absolutely fobbed off. I do not understand how on earth a penalty hasn't been given. Ward-Prowse just had a really good shot that was brilliantly saved by Ederson and tipped over the crossbar. I literally cannot believe that we haven't been given a penalty there. I do not know how it is not a penalty. I cannot believe that. That is right up there with one of the worst decisions I have ever seen in my life. How on earth can a penalty not be given from that? That is a disgraceful decision. An absolute disgraceful decision. There's a corner here for Southampton. Let's not forget, they came away with a goal from the last corner. They got a penalty and scored from it. Corner comes in. Header's nearly won by Southampton. Laporte goes down under a challenge. Of course, the referee's not seen it. The play on here. I mean, he looks a mile offside as well. City can clear their lines here. Feel like we're playing against 12 men at the moment with the referee, who then gives a free kick to Southampton. Yeah. What an absolute joke this is. City struggling to mark Vestergaard. Zinchenko, why is Zinchenko marking Vestergaard is completely beyond me. So a chance here for Southampton from the free kick. I'm absolutely furious that a penalty's not being given. I'm absolutely furious. Absolutely furious about that penalty. I'm absolutely furious. I completely agree there, Hassan, about the referee. It's an absolute joke. It's a bit far out, this, for Ward-Prowse to find the goal. I'll be surprised if he does. Fair credit if this goes in the back of the net. So here's Ward-Prowse. It's high and wide. It's not a good attempt, that, to be fair. As we're now 36 likes away from 100 likes. Got nearly 90 people now tuning in. It's a joke of a penalty, of a decision there. Absolute joke. The keeper gets nothing on the ball. Just takes Foden's ankle. Foden just needs to go down, in my opinion. Doesn't need to go carrying on trying to tap the ball in. Just needs to stay down there. The chance goes away from him. Should have just stayed down and appealed, in my opinion. Absolute joke. That is it. I've not got over that decision. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a disgraceful decision. Chance Southampton and wide. That should have found the back of the net. What is this game? Poor giveaway from City. A good find there. Gets a first time shot away. He's rushed. It's a chance though that for Southampton. A real chance. Just having a read about that penalty, and people are saying it's challenges like that as to why Salah goes down and stays down looking for penalties, and that's why you get such ridiculous things happening, because you got to make the referee's decision for him. I think Phil Foden needs to be smart there. Phil Foden just needs to stay down and say it's a penalty, he's not got the ball, and just stop the play. I think the referee there gets caught in two minds. Not that I'm making any excuse up for the referee. I think he's a prat. John Moss. Joke. Absolute joke of the first half. I still not got over that penalty. I'm furious about it. I'm absolutely furious. Absolutely. I can't believe it. I'm furious. City just need to keep themselves composed. We've got a game to win anyway. Here's Mahrez. Cross comes in. It's not a bad ball in. And it is cleared though. This should be intercepted. Here's Mahrez now. Chance for City. And to his left foot. Good shot. Great goal. Referee can't disallow them. It's Riyad Mahrez that finds the back of the net for Manchester City. And it's City once more that find the lead here in the Premier League. It's Manchester City 2, Southampton 1. And it's a brilliant finish from Riyad Mahrez. It's a really poor giveaway from Southampton. Tries to find a crossfield pass. It isn't there to be played. 30 yards out. Mahrez cuts inside. He's 20 yards out. Stronger left foot. Finds the bottom corner well. Brilliant goal. Brilliant finish from Riyad Mahrez. And it's Manchester City that lead here by 2-1. And unlike the first goal, I can say this for the second one, I think we deserved the lead. We should have had a penalty. We didn't get the penalty. We do find the goal, though, through Riyad Mahrez. What we need to do now, 5 minutes to go until half-time. Keep pushing. Keep pressing. Go all guns blazing at Southampton. Get that 2-goal cushion. Get another goal before half-time. And I think that then completely changes the whole prospect of the game. Justice, as Dad says from there. Dad, what's your opinion on that? I can't believe it. I can't believe that a penalty's not being given. I'm not blue-tinted glasses. I'm not being biased here. I just cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it at all. Here is Walker now for City. Don't do anything stupid like give the ball away. Here's Southampton coming forward now. It's not a good ball and it's out for a throw-in. Yeah, see, it was a pen. I'm pushing further. I thought it was a red card. I thought he was last man. Takes the player out, misses the ball and takes the player out to stop a goal from being scored. Sean, I agree. Theirs was a weak penalty. It's a penalty, but it's weak. Ours was just a nailed-on penalty. If I was a Southampton fan watching that, I'd be thinking, ouch, here we go. It's going to be a penalty to City. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I really hope that puts the fire and desire into the hearts of the City players. I'd be showing them the replays of that for the whole 15 minutes of the half-time team talk. I'd be saying, this is what you're going up against. Go and do something about it. I cannot believe it at all. There you go, Seamus. It might just be the kick that we've needed in the game. Something to get the anger going. I'm just in the middle of watching an All or Nothing documentary about American football in the United States. And they're on about the desire to win comes from anger. Comes from things happening that isn't going your way and you're putting it right. Showing the expression on the field. Getting that aggression. the ability to be relentless and ruthless. And that's what I think City should be doing here. I'd be furious. If I was Phil Foden right now, I'd be absolutely furious. Here's Gundogan. He's pushed to the floor. Of course, it's not a free kick. I've got monetization on. I've got sponsors and everything, so I'm having to hold my tongue. Here's Southampton coming forward. Something's been given against them. Hurrah. And there we go. It's offside, I think. And there we go. City can have a free kick. Controlled anger. There you go. Ederson was threatening a big boot upfield there. To no avail. So we've got a minute and a half to go here until we're going to added time. It'll probably be a couple of minutes. We've had 3 goals. So we're now on over 78 likes now, which is decent. Only 22 likes away from our like target. Here's Ruben Dias now to Ederson. It's a great ball forward. Here's Foden into the penalty area. Bernardo's not a good touch. That's going to go out of play, I think. Oh, he just really want to keep it in. Southampton pick up the pieces, though, and they can clear their lines. Zinchenko will read that all away, and City will come back out with possession. 30 seconds to go here, then. So we've now got over 90 people now tuning in, so thank you, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And do check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Download the app through the link at the top of my description. Would be much appreciated by me, ladies and gentle of men. I mean, there we go, see. Regardless. Might not have scored the pen, but I'd say the bigger issue would have been a red card and sending off for the goalkeeper and sending them down to 10 men. As we are now into added time, it's going to be, wait for the board to go up, 3 minutes added on here. So there we go. 3 more minutes for everybody to look forward to. What more controversies can we get from this game in the next 3 minutes? I'm sure we could squeeze in at least another 1, as we're now 16 likes away from 100 likes. Can we get there before half time? That remains to be seen. If you're watching this and you haven't already, then leave a thumbs up. Southampton being pressed. City trying to force the mistakes. McCarthy once more with a pretty poor touch. Gets a good clearance out though. Southampton working the ball well. Fernandinho gets an interception. It's going to be picked up though by Southampton and they can clear their lines. De Bruyne picks up the ball. He just hammers the ball into the legs of Fernandinho and the ball ricochets out and Southampton can come away with the ball. Bernardo Silva there putting Che Adams under pressure. Che Adams not really been involved in the game too much as Bernardo Silva nearly gets a clean interception, but his tackle goes to Bertrand. His poor pass is intercepted by Gundogan. Bernardo Silva's taken out. Gundogan with a good touch now into the penalty area. That's what we're missing. We're missing a bit of Ilkay Gundogan getting into a good position and maybe getting himself an assist or a goal would be great. We're now 14 likes away, ladies and gentlemen, from 100 likes. Can we get there? We've got 90 seconds. Here is Mahrez on the right-hand side for City. Plays it back to Walker. City just happy to keep hold of the ball. City lead here by 2-1. Full of controversy here at this moment in time in this game. Here is Oleksandr Zinchenko for Manchester City now. On the left-hand side. Here is Aymeric Laporte for City. Plays it sideways. Ruben Dias. To Walker. It's been a pretty decent half of football, if I'm honest. It's been a pretty entertaining game. Lots of talking points. I'm just absolutely furious about that penalty decision. We're now 12 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a minute now. If you're watching this, you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. Can we get to 100 likes before that half-time whistle? We've got 1 minute. Can we make that happen? Here is Walker for Manchester City now. To Mahrez. Inside the Southampton territory. Mahrez into the penalty area. Great feet. Mahrez! Oh, It's in! There it is! It's Ilkay Gundogan with the goal! I've just said it a minute ago! Can Gundogan get a goal? Get back to scoring ways? And there he is, in the right place at the right time to give City that killer 2-goal cushion. It's Manchester City 3, Southampton 1. What a time to make or score a goal. Riyad Mahrez, good work, hits the inside of the post, and there is Ilkay Gundogan, Silky Ilky, Mr. Whippy himself, in the right place at the right time to follow in the rebound off the post and make it 3-1 to Manchester City. Get in. Get in. Well done, Ilkay Gundogan. Love it. Love everything about it. That should take us to half-time. What penalty decision, I hear you say. And there goes the half-time whistle. The City players are happy with that half, so they're going to walk past the referee, when in my opinion I wouldn't be, but there we go, as City walk off for half-time. So it is Manchester City that lead here at the Etihad Stadium by 3-1. Where do I start with my summary? I'm going to give it my best shot. So, it was Manchester City that opened up the score. In the first 15 minutes, I thought Southampton were the better team. It was City, though, that found the first goal. It seems like ages ago since we scored that goal, actually, on the 15th minute. It was actually a really nicely worked goal. It was City's first shot in the game. It was a good save. Foden made the shot. Good save from McCarthy. Rebound was there, just like the third goal there as well. Rebound was there, and it was followed in off the crossbar and over the line, then followed in De Bruyne making sure to make sure he got the goal. And so that made it 1-0 to Manchester City. Then a few minutes later, a cross comes in from a corner. It's headed by Vestergaard with a brilliant save from Ederson to keep it out of the back of the net. Laporte is judged to have held back Vestergaard on the rebound, and a penalty was given to Southampton, which Ward-Prowse poked down the middle to find an equaliser. Then, big talking point, Manchester City were denied a stone-wall penalty from the referee and VAR. Let's not just blame the referee. VAR has a say, and they both deemed that it wasn't a penalty. The ball was miscontrolled by the goalkeeper. Phil Foden breathing down his neck. He takes the touch away from the keeper. Keeper's scrambling, desperate. He lunges in, misses the ball, takes Foden's ankle. Foden goes down, sliding on his knees, trying to stay up to try and find the goal. The ball drifts away. Referee waves play on. And then it should have come back to the original decision, which should have been a penalty in my opinion. I thought it was stonewall. I think the goalkeeper should have been sent off for the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Thank you for 100 likes, by the way, everyone. It is much appreciated. So it was denied a goal-scoring opportunity, and it should have been a red card and a penalty to Manchester City. Would we have scored the penalty is another matter, but there we go. With City with the desire and hearts in their bellies, really unhappy about that. It was Riyad Mahrez that did find the goal for Manchester City with a beautiful finish on his stronger left foot. A poor giveaway from Southampton, trying to switch the play from right to left. It's intercepted in the middle by Mahrez. He gets good control, space opens up, bends it beautifully round McCarthy into the bottom corner. Great bit of pace, great finish from Mahrez, and that puts City 2-1 ahead. And I said before half-time, keep pushing, keep going. Can we get that killer 2-goal cushion? Can we get the third? Yes, we can. Right on half-time, the 48th minute, Ilkay Gundogan is in the right place at the right time to follow in a rebound from a right-footed shot from Riyad Mahrez. I think might even have been tipped onto the post by McCarthy. It rebounds out to Ilkay Gundogan. Mr. Whippy's there to find the goals once more and put the ball into the back of the net to make it Manchester City 3, Southampton 1 at half-time. And what I'll say is breathe. That was crazy. I'm going to have a drink just to soak that in and take that in. That was a crazy half. There we go. What a half. So, I'm going to be using today's video sponsor, OneFootball, to get up the live statistics for this game so far. What I will say is Southampton certainly haven't played bad and don't represent a club that's picked up just 4 points in the last, 10 games or so. John, love that. Love that indeed. Thank you very much, Reese, also. I do appreciate that as well. Who do I think will win between the Barca and PSG game? I think PSG are going through, and I think PSG are going to win as well. Right, so the statistics for this game. This has been brought to you by OneFootball, by the way. You can download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. So City have had 55% possession compared with 45% possession for Southampton. It's a bit closer than what I was expecting. City have won 49% of their duels compared with 51% for Southampton. Aerial duels has been dominated by Southampton, however, who have won 63.6% of their aerial duels compared with City's 36.4%. Southampton have had more corners than City, and Vestergaard, by the way, has looked very lively on them corners. Southampton have also had more offsides. City dominating the most important statistic, which is goals, 3 for City and 1 for Southampton, of course. City clinical, 7 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. I'll take that every day of the week. Southampton 6 shots, 4 on target and 1 goal. So there we go. City at a 57% shot accuracy and Southampton at a 66.7% shot accuracy. City have had 1 shot blocked and 1 shot onto the frame of the goal. 3 shots outside of the box for City and 2 for Southampton. In terms of defensive stats, they all seem to be dominated, apart from interceptions, by Southampton. City have had 280 passes, which is quite low for City, by the way, at a pass completion rate of 87%, which again is alright. It's not amazing, if I'm honest. Southampton have had 233 passes at a pass completion rate of 82%. Their statistics and the way they're taking the game to City and the opportunities that they're creating and what they're doing has represented a team that's in form, a team that's decent. You would not think that Southampton are possibly flirting with relegation. You would not think that for how they're playing. Certainly upping their game and making life difficult for City. And fair credit to City. We've really dug deep and grinded in this game, and I think we've done really well to come out with 3 goals. Both sides have committed 3 fouls apiece. Should be 4. That penalty, I cannot believe it at all. I'm going to put the sound on. I just want to hear what Sky is saying about this.
It wasn't given by the on-field referee John Moss, and then subsequently wasn't overturned by Martin Atkinson. All we could think, and we have to try and give a balanced view here, is that maybe they think that it was a fair challenge.
My eyesight was good. I just don't know how that is deemed a 50-50 challenge, because
Julian Lescott's given a good opinion there. He said it's not a fair challenge from the goalkeeper there. He doesn't win the ball. They've claimed that they thought the goalkeeper got a touch on the ball, but he doesn't.
Does he even need to be honest? Bearing in mind they can look at this on a replay. Well, it's not really this like
the referees back each other up. We know that. So the referee at the game is not giving it. So the people sitting in the stopping part don't give it. That's a penalty. They just make up as they go along.
Love that from Graham Souness there. Don't always agree with everything that he says there. Said it's a penalty all day long, that, for Manchester City. He said what's happened there is the on-field decision from the referee hasn't given a penalty, and because of that, VAR haven't given a penalty because the referees are backing each other up. They don't want to be seen overturning each other's decisions and kind of showing the incompetence, is what I'm reading between the lines there from Graham Souness, of showing that up, and so they're backing each other. Graham Souness says it's a penalty. It's as simple as that, and 100% it is. It's a penalty. To me, it's a red card as well, but there we go. So there we go. They're my thoughts for half-time. Do let me know in the chat as well what your opinions are. I'm just going to do some promos and change some stuff onto the screen, and I'm going to do my half-time entertainment. Which is brought to you, by the way, by Mixid once more. So don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I'm aiming for 16,000 subscribers. We're less than 250 away. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. We've got plenty more football content and Manchester City content to come. Lots of videos, so do subscribe if you're interested in City content and football content. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up on this live stream. We've passed 100 likes now by half-time, which is fantastic. It's phenomenal considering we've only gone live like 6 or 7 minutes before kick-off as well. So thank you everyone for that. I think we smashed it. So big salute and shout out to every single person that has helped with that. It is much appreciated. Keep smashing it. Keep leaving a thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. It lets me know that you are enjoying the content. Aiming now, I think, for 150 likes it will be our aim. So let's see how close we can get to that. Don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and also on the banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also on the banner and in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships, for any videos or any general business inquiries. I'm actively currently looking for a sponsor for my daily Manchester City summer transfer update. I'm expecting City to be very busy. Busy means views, means I'm going to be very busy, so a good sponsorship opportunity for anyone that is interested. Do let me know if you are through my email. We'll see if we can work anything out. And yeah, don't forget also leave your thoughts in the live chat as well of what your thoughts are from that first half penalty decision. Can you make sense of why a penalty hasn't been given other than incompetence? Because I can't put it down simply to anything else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change that first half to second half. Do have live, well not live, but I do have the halftime entertainment for everybody here, and it is going to be the recreation of the Baja Blast from the United States of America, which Mixed did make. It is a little bit of an older video, but it is one of my favourite drinks that he has made. It is one of his older videos, so it's got his old outro and everything in, so yeah, there we go. But yeah, do enjoy the live halftime entertainment, which is brought to you by Mixed. I'm just going to change up one last thing. There we go, all sorted. This is the Baja Blast brought to you by Mixed. You can go down, subscribe to his channel, which is also in the description below. So enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, and today's cocktail is the recreation of the Tacuba Mountain Dew Baja Blast, which you might have seen in America. We're going to do our own recreation of this nice cocktail, and also we'll do it as a birthday celebration for our nice subscriber, Lana Nicole. This one's for you as well. To make the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, we need lots of ice, as we're looking for a slush here. Baja Blast, we're looking for like a light green turquoise colour. We'll put in the Midori first. Putting, of course, the Mountain Dew, which is where the cocktail gets its own name from. $25ml of pineapple juice. And a little bit of Ball's Blue Curacao. And our last ingredient to put in, we'll put in a bit of Monster's Energy. Right, the blending's done, so let's see how it's turned out. It's turned out quite nice, as you can see. That light green colour I've been looking for. Like the actual Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Alright guys, that is our recreation of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Now to add the final ingredient. You've seen America Taco Bell being put in Bacardi with rum. We're going to try it with Jack Daniels and bourbon whiskey. This is going to be fun. And this has to go right. Right guys, that is our recreation of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and this one is for you, Lana Nicole. Happy birthday. How does it taste? Yep, that is our recreation of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you wish in the Mixed. And you can check out my social media in the description below if you wish. and have a nice day, Lana. Hope you have a nice birthday. Cheers.
So thank you very much to Mixed for providing the halftime entertainment of today's live stream. I'm going to go and check out his channel. All you need to do, link in the description below. Go and click it. Go and subscribe. Go and show him some love. Go and like. That would be much appreciated. So we're just waiting here for the second half of this game, which will be coming, by the way, in any moment. Hopefully less controversy. Hopefully a little bit more straightforward from City. 3 points is all I care about, though. Although I do care about my own well-being, and to be honest, I would take a very boring, nothing happening second half, a good solid 3-1 win, 3 points, move on to our next game. It's another 3 points closer to the Premier League title. The players are out. The players are ready. Southampton out first. It's Manchester City coming behind them. Jonathan Moss, look at him. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. The training of these officials is horrendous. Pep Guardiola must have had a look. He's furious on the touchline. He must have had a look at half time at that decision. It's the worst decision that I've seen from a City game this season, most definitely. It's awful. Adam, anyway, thank you very much for the kind comments there. I do appreciate it. Matthew as well, going for 3-1 to Manchester City. That's the current score. You going for it to stay the same, to be boring? I do not blame you if that is your prediction. Pep Guardiola's shaking his head. He's furious. He's like me. I agree with Mahrez. Struggled against United, but all the other games, the last 3 or 4 games, I think he's been brilliant. So good for him. He is starting to find his form. City ready to get underway, and it is Bernardo Silva that gets us underway here for the second half. Manchester City attacking from right to left, and Southampton attacking from left to right. No substitutes have been made at half-time either by either side, and like I said, fingers crossed it won't be as highly entertaining into this second half. It'll be a nice boring second half, and we can come away with the 3 points, because quite frankly that's all I care about. Kyle Walker does really well to keep in that pass. Here is Fernandinho for Manchester City now, bringing us forward. Phil Foden. Here is Kevin De Bruyne. He plays a pass towards Mahrez. Mahrez looked offside. City, it doesn't matter anyway. City give the ball away, and Southampton can come away with the ball. McCarthy clears Southampton's lines. Here is Laporte. Gundogan flicks it on. There's Bernardo Silva. Zinchenko now. So good pass to Fernandinho. Finding the gaps really nicely. City's passing seems a lot crisper to the start of this second half compared with the start of the first half. Here is Bernardo Silva now. Down the left-hand side for Manchester City. Exchanges a couple of passes with Ilkay Gundogan, the goal scorer of Manchester City's third goal. Here is Fernandinho returning to the starting 11 for City. Here is Dino now. He plays a pass out to the right-hand side. It's Kyle Walker. Plays it to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez on course for my JSGC man of the match so far as well. Here's Ruben Dias for City. To Kyle Walker. Mahrez now. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Good exchange of passes. A good spell of possession as well this for City. Southampton literally chasing shadows, which is what you like to see. Here's Bernardo Silva for City now. Oleksandr Zinchenko to Bernardo. Good bit of movement from City as well. City just working the ball nicely, working it around the park. If it needs to go backwards, it goes backwards. If it needs to go forward, it goes forward. If it needs to go sideways, it's going sideways. Here is Diaz pushing City forward now. Kyle Walker, De Bruyne, Walker, backwards to Diaz. Southampton pressing, chasing shadows. City keeping hold of the ball. City have kept hold of the ball now for a fair while here. I mean, well over a minute. Here's Ruben Dias to Kyle Walker. Walker to Mahrez. Now Fernandinho. Southampton just can't touch the ball at the moment. De Bruyne. to Walker. Fernandinho. Much better this from City. Fernandinho decides to switch the play. Switches it nicely. Good control and touch by Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Inside the Southampton half. He exchanges a pass with Gundogan. Here's Fernandinho. Gundogan now for Manchester City. Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. There's movement from Mahrez. De Bruyne makes a movement. Walker gets a ball into the box. It hits the head of Bernardo Silva. It's ricocheted and Southampton can get their foot onto the ball. It's a clearance only as far as Zinchenko, about 40 yards out though. He goes down the left-hand side. Here's Bernardo Silva. I think this game might suit Ferran Torres, you know. Thank you very much, Matty. I do appreciate it. I was just in the City Extra chat then at half-time to express how furious I was about that penalty decision. Furious. Here is Mahrez. He's tackled and the ball goes out of play for a throw in just next to the corner flag outside of the Southampton penalty area. Walker, Foden, great touch into the penalty area. Foden drifting in and a good tackle and it's out for a corner to Manchester City. The first 3 minutes or so of this half has been completely dominated by Manchester City. Let's keep pushing it. That fourth goal, that would be brilliant. That puts the game to bed. So it's going to be De Bruyne that's going to be taking the corner kick here for Manchester City. Hello, Shardlight. Thank you for tuning in. Foden now. Edge of the penalty area. Gets a shot away and it's... Oh, the rebound was there for City. Laporte just couldn't get control. It's a good shot that by Foden. Here's Zinchenko now. Cannot use the overlap of Bernardo Silva as he's strayed offside. So he's forced backwards to Walker. Here is De Bruyne, a deeper position. Is he going to put a ball in? No, he goes to Mahrez instead. De Bruyne has dropped deeper. What can KDB do? I think if City do get that fourth goal, I'd be bringing on Aguero. He needs minutes. He needs minutes. It needs to happen. Kyle Walker now. Oh, he takes an extra touch. He's going to keep hold of it. Go backwards, Walker, and he does. Good pressing that. No problem, Mixed. The Baja Blast. An older video. A good video, though, and a nice drink. Here's De Bruyne now. Foden. Zinchenko, there's a run of Bernardo Silva to use. He does. Go first time. Oh, good bit of defending. De Bruyne gets a shot away and it's saved comfortably by the goalkeeper. Good bit of spell this for City. Good opening 5 minutes to the half. City just pushing. I'd keep pushing. Look for that fourth goal. Then get the players off. Get the subs on. Get the players rested and fresh, ready for the match against Fulham at the weekend. Next big Premier League game coming up. Shard light here in City Extra and JSGC going. Nice, I like. Me gusta. Here is Gundogan now for Manchester City. De Bruyne squares it across and it's out for a corner there to Manchester City. Jay Zinio, I'd probably be changing that Rubinho gaming name if I'm completely honest. If you haven't checked out the what's happened today, I'd just one Google of Rubinho and I'd be distancing and changing that if I was you, if I'm honest. Corner to Manchester City. Sky just put up a crazy stat. First 6 minutes, City have had 95% possession compared with 5% for Southampton. Corner comes in, it's cleared by Southampton now. Here is Walker, Foden to Mahrez. Here's Foden now to Kyle Walker. Zinchenko moving into space. Zinchenko picks up the ball to Bernardo Silva now. Won't go there either. I mean, Ched Evans went to prison as well. Eventually got his not guilty conviction that he was looking for. It's not really a conviction. It's more of an innocence, proof of innocence. There we go. We got there from the City Academy, of course. Ched Evans as well. So yeah, that's not great, is it? Really? Rubinho, Adam Johnson, Ched Evans. Ouch. Probably more if I was to have a think. Here is Fernandinho now to Ruben Dias. City winning the Champions League would be nice. City, of course, got their last 16 second leg match coming up against Mönchengladbach, which is again going to be from Budapest in Hungary, as that's been moved. Here is Ilkay Gundogan now. Foden, there's an overlap of De Bruyne not used. He goes down in the penalty area. The referee says no, of course. Of course he says no. He's always going to say no. Here's Che Adams now, counter-attack. Laporte for company. Great tackle there from Zinchenko. Brilliant tackle. Che Adams is furious. Definitely not a free kick. Brilliant interception and recovery that from Oleksandr Zinchenko. Demar, love it. McSaid Rubinho in 9 years' time. He's got 9 years in prison to serve first. Signed for PNE in 9 years' time. The year's what? 2030. How old would he be? He'd be like in his 40s. What a hideous crime is committed anyway. Adam Johnson's was hideous. Rubinho's was hideous as well. Ched Evans, it's up for debate as to what happened there, but there we go. Not really going to get involved in that, but the other two, extremely guilty. Here is Foden now. Mahrez! Mahrez! Yes! Riyad Mahrez! 4 for Manchester City. 4 goals, 2-1. Get in. There we go. Much better there from Jayzinho, changing that username up. It's a good interception there from Fernandinho. It's been a great start to this half from Manchester City. Mahrez, I thought the chance had gone. Still gets a great shot away. Centre to goal. Finds the back of the net. And it is Manchester City 4. Southampton 1. Get in. City on course now for them 3 points. Which is, of course, always what we're looking for. And Riyad Mahrez now grabs himself a brace. And a really good game for City today. Delighted for him, of course. Mahrez is on fire now. Ruben Dias clears his lines. Bernardo Silva, it's a terrible pass. It could be a good assist for Bernardo if they can get a goal here. Southampton. Ricocheted goal! 4-2. Maybe them 3 points aren't so secure. 4-2. What was that about? It's Che Adams with the goals. A crazy start here to the game. Southampton have literally done nothing apart from come forward twice. Both with intent to hurt City, and it happens. Need a replay of the goal to make sense of that. So from kick-off, Southampton hoof the ball forward. Zinchenko misses out on the header to Che Adams. It's cleared by Ruben Dias. It isn't a very good clearance. Bernardo Silva makes a pass to Nathan Redmond. He flicks it there. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Ward-Prowse having the shot. It's blocked by his own player, Che Adams, who takes control of it. He's onside and scores a goal. Ederson wrong-footed. It was a weird goal. 3 points not so secure. City go down. What's going on? What's happening? I think it's a corner to City. Sky's camera missed out there showing the replay. De Bruyne won the ball high up. It weren't a good pass from De Bruyne. And yeah, it is a corner. Good interception that from Bertrand. There we go. That's nearly. If De Bruyne put a better pass into Foden, he could have been in. Here's Mahrez. De Bruyne. Foden. So not a bad ball in, and Laporte's gone down asking the question. He wants a penalty. Referee says, no, of course. There's a surprise. This game's crazy. This game is absolutely crazy. Southampton's defence kind of is all over the place, but City's defence isn't exactly squeaky clean. I think Southampton would be delighted. They've got 2 past City. That's the job done there. It's just their defence hasn't done the job. Here is Gundogan now for Manchester City. It's all over the place. That's a great ball. Foden, he's in. Oh, what a save from McCarthy. That should have been 5 for Manchester City. That should have been 5. This game is weird. The goals I don't think are done yet. Here's Ilkay Gundogan for Manchester City. Kyle Walker now. To Riyad Mahrez. Here's Kyle Walker. Ruben Dias. Ilkay Gundogan. Fernandinho makes a pass out. Here is De Bruyne now. Kyle Walker. Floats it across to Foden as well. De Bruyne picks it up. Surely a goal. Is a goal. What is happening? 5-2 to Manchester City. It's a brace for Kevin De Bruyne. What is this game? What an entertaining, high-scoring, crazy game this is. We've still got 31 minutes to go. What's happening? This certainly isn't a boring game. This is a crazy, crazy game. This carries on like this. This could be an 8-4 or something like that. This is a weird game. I'm not getting my boring second half. I want my boring second half. We've already had 3 goals. We're only 14 minutes in. It's good for City to find their mojo, their goal-scoring mojo. That's always good, of course. This has been a very highly entertaining game. Here's Southampton into the penalty area. And it's out for a corner to Southampton. Oh, I don't know what to make of this game. I cannot make sense of it. Cannot make sense of it. It's Foden's assist there for De Bruyne. For that goal. A boring quarter. Yes, that's what we want. That is what we want. Vestergaard goes forward for Southampton. I'm hoping Zinchenko isn't the man. I mean, look at that. Bernardo Silva, Zinchenko, Gundogan. Vestergaard's towering above them. Corner comes in. It's won by Vestergaard and it's over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. We've got 30 minutes to go. We're 2/3 of our way through this game now. Manchester City lead here at the Etihad Stadium by 5-2. Crazy game. Don't forget, if you are watching this, do leave a thumbs up on the live stream. We are aiming for 150 likes now. We're only 31 likes away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. We are aiming for 16,000 subscribers. We're less than 250 subscribers away. So any help towards that would also be much appreciated by me. And if you do want to help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channel, then do go and do so if you haven't already. Download the OneFootball app, who is today's video sponsor, by the way, through the link at the top of my description. You get the best footballing app out there. You get the latest football scores, statistics, news, transfer news, all the good football stuff. That you can go and download the app through the link at the top of my description. De Bruyne got into a bit of a scramble there. And Ferran Torres has also come on for Manchester City as Riyad Mahrez comes off. He looked a cert for my JSGC man of the match, but considering De Bruyne is now on a brace, if he gets himself a hat-trick, I can't not give the player that gets a hat-trick in a game the man of the match. So that's an interesting one. But I am happy to see Ferran Torres come on and get some minutes. I think it's a good 30-minute cameo appearance here for him, and hopefully he can put in a really good quality performance. I did say I think this game would suit Ferran Torres, because I think Southampton are going to keep having a go, which means space is always going to be there, and they are making quite a few mistakes at the back, so his pace against tired legs would be suited. Here is Bernardo Silva for Manchester City. Here's Ilkay Gundogan now. No Sterling, no problem indeed. Let's not forget, we've got football to look forward to after this game as well. We've got Champions League football. Liverpool are taking on RB Leipzig today. RB Leipzig needing a small miracle in Hungary. And of course, you've got PSG taking on Barcelona. And Barcelona not only needing a small miracle, they needed a big miracle. As Southampton make their first substitution of this game as well. As Jack Stevens goes off and Diallo comes on. And here is Diallo bringing the ball forward for Southampton. It's a poor header given away. So Southampton in here. Redmond. He's got Kyle Walker for company. And luckily Kyle Walker's so quick. Can intercept. And City do get away with that one. This game's gone boring now. Where's the goals? Where's the chances? There's nothing happening. I'm bored. I am bored now, ladies and gentlemen. All I want is goals and entertainment, and it's dried up. We've only had 7 goals in 63 minutes. We've not had a goal in, what, 5 minutes? Boring. That's poor from Foden. And Southampton win the ball high up. Though. It was a good interception from Gundogan, and it's ping-ponging around, and Southampton get themselves a free kick. Foden doesn't help Ward-Prowse get up after Ward-Prowse asks for help. Not sure what that's all about. But there we go. We're now 27 likes away. Let's go. Here's Ward-Prowse now. With a ball in towards the penalty area. It's won well by Walker and blocked well by Walker on the rebound. Potential counter-attack ball. It's hacked back in and hacked well. Walker once more helps deal with the ball. Fernandinho cannot make the tackle, so Southampton got a bit of possession here in a good position. Ferran Torres is back to help out. De Bruyne trying to help as well. Now a chance for Southampton to put a ball in. It's cleared by Diaz. Torres to Fernandinho. Fernandinho, he brought down. Referee doesn't give a free kick. I want to say stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get demonetized. The video's sponsored. I've got to be professional. I want to say stuff right now. I want to say stuff. I'm just going to shake my head. Thankfully we're 5-2 up. Because I'm not sure if we were be able to hold my tongue. Foden's gone down. Feeling a bit of pain there. Gets back up though. I think the day's starting to catch up with me now. As we're on the 66th minute. Here's McCarthy. Southampton having a bit of possession actually now. City just probing and hunting for a mistake. That's a good hacked ball, and Diaz puts the ball out of play for a throw in there to Southampton. He's not happy. He felt like he was fouled and it should have been a free kick to City. Job was done anyway. De Bruyne could easily have overstretched then. Doesn't. Referee can't wait to give him Southampton a free kick. He cannot wait to give them a free kick. What I have many adjectives right now to describe John Moss and his officiating of this game. Many adjectives. referee's been absolutely... I've not got a commentary, so I can't hear what they're saying, but the referee has been horrendous. Like, if I was to rate him out of 10 right now, he'd probably be on -6. He's been that bad. He has been absolutely atrocious. I mean, he's been that bad, John Moss. He shouldn't be allowed not only to referee another City game ever again, never mind another Premier League game ever again. If I was in charge of Sunday League, Premier League, I wouldn't want him in charge. He's just so bad. He's just so bad. And the fact that VAR backs up his decisions makes it absolutely... it makes it a farce. An absolute farce. I've not heard the Sky commentary. The pundits were spot on, I thought, at half-time when I tuned in for a little bit of it. Not sure who's on commentary for Sky at the moment. Surely can't be worse than Steve McManaman, Darren Fletcher, Robbie Savage. Can it? Here's De Bruyne. Walker plays a nice ball forward. Ferran Torres on the edge of the penalty area now for Manchester City. Here's De Bruyne. Had all the space in the world to put a cross in. He decides not to, and City just work it backwards. City taking their time, preserving energy. Martin Tyler. Now, I'm hit and miss with Martin Tyler. There's clips and stuff that he's done that I think's brilliant. And then there's other bits that I just don't... I'm not a real fan of, particularly when, like, home teams and away teams... You know, when you've got, like, football on as background noise, you know, like, when big teams and home teams have scored goals, away teams, he just doesn't raise his voice or anything. It does come... It's pretty bad. But there's legendary moments too. There we go. It can't be as bad as BT Sports commentary, surely. Half the time they don't even know what they're on about on BT Sports. I mean, BT Sport, they've got a big powerful company. If you're watching this, you need a new commentator. Get me on. Let's go. Here's Torres for City. Right hand side. Ball gets pulled across. Good bit of defending. Foden picks up the loose ball. Gundogan. Can he get it out? Foden gets a shot away. And it's just past the post. Chance there for Phil Foden. Chance for City's 6th goal of the evening. It doesn't come. The goals, they're drying up. Oh. Here is Aguero then. So he's coming on for Manchester City, and it's Kevin De Bruyne that is going to be coming off. So I'm going to have a decision to make at the end of the game as to whether I think it's De Bruyne or Riyad Mahrez that's going to get my JSGC man of the match, unless something happens between now and the end of the game, as Armstrong comes off and Caleb Watts comes on for Southampton. Can Sergio Aguero get himself a goal is the question. I hope so. It'd be great. Here's Gundogan now. Fernandinho nearly intercepted but isn't, and so Walker can play a pass to Foden now. 73rd minute. Manchester City 5, Southampton 2 here at the Etihad Stadium. City looking for their response from the Derby Day defeat at the weekend against Manchester United at home. Nice to see Aguero get 20 minutes or so as well. Here is Zinchenko now. Great touch from Zinchenko. Here is Aguero. He's bullied off the ball and Southampton can pick up the loose ball. Good bit of play from Southampton, working their way out of trouble. Here's Ward-Prowse. That's a poor giveaway from the pass. Redmond couldn't quite get the touch. And so Manchester City can come away with the ball. Goalkeeper Ederson currently in control of possession inside the Manchester City penalty area. He's going to play a pass to Walker. Here's Ruben Dias now. Back to goalkeeper Ederson. Aymeric Laporte bringing Manchester City forward. Zinchenko. Good controlled pass that from Gundogan, and City can come away with the ball. That's nicely threaded through, but Aguero will not get on the end of the ball. I've been very, very impressed with Oleksandr Zinchenko. I was impressed with him in the derby. I was impressed with his desire to go forward. I'm impressed again with him this evening. And certainly I'm happy for Joao Cancelo to be playing a rotated option with Zinchenko and Walker to be played rotated with Cancelo on the right-hand side. I'm happy for that to happen because I think it's three very good options there for Manchester City. That looked like a City throw. What is this officiating? It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. And it's keeping Benjamin Mendy out of the team altogether. He keeps making it onto the bench, but not actually making it onto the field. Surely at some point over the next 3 games, Benjamin Mendy will get a game. City, of course, got a match against Fulham in the Premier League, our last before the international break, followed by a Champions League match in Hungary against Mönchengladbach for our last 16 second leg game. And then also our FA Cup game against Everton away from home at Goodison Park for the quarter-finals. Nathan Ake's just returned back to training, so at some point I'd have thought he would make it onto the bench probably in the next 3 games. Whether he gets any minutes or not remains to be seen, but it would be nice to see him back just so we can have a full squad to choose from and full rotation, because us playing every 3 to 4 days is going to continue for the foreseeable future, even after the international break, if we do progress in the Champions League. As Foden's dispossessed really well now. The game's got a bit scrappy. 76 minutes in. It's City 5, Southampton 2. Here's Ederson now. To Zinchenko. As we're now 127 likes into the live stream. 23 likes to go till we get to 150. Can we make it happen? That would be much appreciated. Am I going to do a watch along in the Barca PSG game? Unfortunately not, no. I would like to start doing stuff like that, and hopefully very soon into the future I will be doing other games, because I did do some last summer for the Champions League quarter-finals onward, which I really, really did enjoy. So I'm hoping that we can have that return back. So hopefully City can progress, that there'll be quite a bit of interest in the Champions League. But for tonight's games, I will not be doing a live watch along after this game. I've got City content to be making ready for you guys, of course. Pretty much, if you want an explanation that goes on into my day, work full time. I go to work. Work right throughout the day. I come home in the evenings. I film the videos ready to put out for you guys. Sometimes if I finish early, I'll put them out in the evening. If I don't, I'll schedule him as Torres. Surely he's missed. How has he missed? How has he missed? How has that gone wide? That's a poor finish from Ferran Torres. Out of match practice there. Really bad giveaway that from Southampton. He takes a shot on first time. Any Premier League attacker in such a position should be finding the back of the net there. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was on about. So basically, yeah, I work full time, timing out and doing lots of videos on YouTube whilst working full time, and combining both it's very difficult to do. I do try my best to try and find a good balance, a balance that works for not only my work and for me, but also for me and obviously my subscribers and the JSGC army and everybody out there that is helping to support my videos. So I do try and find a nice balance, and what happens is when we're grinding through the season like we are right now, we're playing on a Wednesday evening. We've kicked off a bit earlier, 6 o'clock. The game will end by 8 o'clock. I'll end the live stream. I'll then film my video. So today I'm going to do the match review right after this game that I'll film. And I'll get that all edited out and sorted, ready to be uploaded tomorrow morning. That goes out for a corner. Horrendous pass from Gundogan back to Ederson. He couldn't take control of the ball properly, and it goes out for a corner there. But yeah, that's what will happen is Ederson's getting into a confrontation with Nathan Redmond. Not too sure what about. And then when I come back tomorrow, I'll be filming other videos as well. Live stream highlights we've got to sort. We've got previews, transfer updates when I'm getting news as well. Live watch-alongs, lots of content really to get through. So I'm having to find a good balance and time to get all them videos sorted. So that's where all my effort's going towards. But as the season starts to come to its conclusion, there's going to be lots of big games out there. And hopefully I'll get a little bit more time that I can start doing some watch-alongs of other teams, of other games and big games for people to enjoy, especially the Champions League, because I really did enjoy doing that last year, covering all the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals, of course. And a good question there, the Euro watch-alongs. I will be covering all the England content from the European Championships in the summer for everybody also to look forward to. Finish my drink. And after I finish my drink, there we go. I'm not too sure what Ederson was unhappy with Nathan Redmond about. Really not sure what that's all about. And there we go, City make their third and final substitution. It's that man we were just speaking about. Benjamin Mendy, he comes on, the forgotten man, for Oleksandr Zinchenko. So Mendy here's got 10, well, maybe 15 minutes, including injury time here, to see what he can do. Puts in a good, solid 15 minutes. He might be in contention to start against Fulham, you never know. Here's Southampton then into an attacking position. Benjamin Mendy getting his first test. Sees off the challenge well, and Southampton are forced backwards. 16 likes then, ladies and gentlemen. We're 16 likes away from 150. The return of Tosin, of course. That's a free kick to Southampton. And Fernandinho's going to pick up a yellow card for that as well. But yeah, the return of Tosin as well at Craven Cottage. It's going to be a very difficult game, that for City. Definitely not taking that for granted. Cynical foul from Fernandinho. I don't think I can have too many complaints about getting a yellow card there. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game away against Fulham. We need to be on top form, being clinical, putting our chances away, and doing everything to the best of our ability to pick up the 3 points. They are finding the form. They look doomed right now. They don't look doomed. They look like they're in a good position to try and fight for their survival in the Premier League. And if there's any team in the bottom three that look like they might just mount that challenge and actually drag the others into it and stay up themselves, it's Fulham. So yeah, it's going to be a very difficult away game against a team playing full of confidence, led by Scott Parker. So I'm not taking anything for granted. Take it one game at a time. Free kick from Southampton. Comes in, and it's straight into the hands of Ederson, who throws the ball out, ready to launch Manchester City's next attack. And City get a free kick through Phil Foden. Here is Ederson. Fernandinho now. Southampton pressing, looking to try and get back into this game. Currently needing 3 goals to get a point. It's a big stretch as City haven't really had too much control since making their substitutions in this game. And a bit of a wayward pass from Walker goes to McCarthy, so Southampton can look to try and launch an attack. Thank you very much, Daniel. Do appreciate your nice comment there. Just having a quick read about other people's thoughts going on during the game. Finding interesting. Right, so according to Simon Bajkowski at the Manchester Evening News, said the explanation on the Foden situation with the penalty is the referee thought the goalkeeper got a touch on the ball, which is why the penalty wasn't given. VAR aren't sure about whether there was a touch or not, and so they're stuck with the on-field decision, which is a massive cop-out for a disgraceful decision. As Southampton come forward, here is Ward-Prowse up against Ruben Dias into the penalty area. Shot comes in, and a goal for Southampton. Che Adams, but I think the offside flag has gone up, so the finger is wagged by Ward-Prowse and Che Adams. They're not happy. We'll get a second opinion here from the replays. He is offside. So there we go. Goal will be disallowed. A good finish though from Che Adams. So there we go. That could have been a little grandstand finish on our hands, but there we go. You'd probably think that would be that for the game, and the 3 points for Manchester City, moving us just a step closer to the Premier League title, but still lots of work to do between now and that moment potentially happening. Here's Aguero dropping deeper. He gives the ball away. Redmond. He can't find his pass forward. He keeps hold of the ball though, so he's into the penalty area. Here's Redmond now. He's been forced out wide. And a good interception there from Phil Foden, winning the ball back, and he clears the lines for Manchester City. Che Adams is a good player. Currently playing as a rotated option for Danny Ings, who I think Southampton have missed tonight. Someone made a really good comment. VAR, who have access to over 80 angles of footage of the incident, couldn't see if there was contact or not. Terrible. That's another good point. If unsure, why don't VAR ask the referee to go and look at the monitor then to make the final decision? Although I'm not saying the decision would be overturned, because Jonathan Moss is a horrendous referee. I think it's absolutely... his officiating during this game has been nothing short of a joke. A clown, literally, running around in clown shoes and makeup. The full show could have done a better job than what Jonathan Moss was. He'd have looked at that screen and he'd have said no penalty to justify his bad decision making. It just annoys me that Southampton get a weak penalty, yet we have something more concrete not given. And there's been quite a few occasions in this game where decisions just haven't gone City's way, which does happen with some referees. It's just it could have been really costly. The game's just coasting and drifting along now. City win the ball back though. Gundogan now. Good ball played forward. Here's Bernardo Silva, gets a shot away, and it's about a yard out past the far post and out for a goal kick to Southampton. It's a good ball that by Ilkay Gundogan. I'm not sure if Bernardo Silva had used his arm to control it or not. It might have been his shoulder, I'm not sure. Well, actually, it looked like it was his hip. Gets a good clean connection. It's just not accurate enough to find the back of the net. What's Laporte doing there? Oh, he's done well to find a pass. And City can come away with the ball. Right, so we've got a minute to go here now until we have the end of the 90 minutes. So I think now's a good time for me to make my decision for my JSGC man of the match. I'm torn between two. Both players are on a brace tonight. Riyad Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne has had a fairly decent game for City. Took both goals really well. And certainly influential for City. And I don't think he's done too bad in a new role. He was kind of playing as a false nine for City. And I don't think he did too bad of a job for us. It did for the first 15 minutes until he found the goal. It did look a bit confusing. But once City had found the goal and found their mojo, we looked a lot better. And I think De Bruyne had a good game, like I said. And certainly well taken to get a couple of goals for Riyad Mahrez. I think he's been the real decisive factor in the difference in this game, in why Manchester City have ended up picking up the 3 points so comfortably. His couple of goals that he scored for City they were both really good finishes. His first goal though was a really well taken, really good goal. Let's not forget his City's third goal all came about from Riyad Mahrez hitting the post and then rebounding out to Ilkay Gundogan. So influential there from Mahrez once more. And I thought that his second goal and City's fourth goal was also a really well taken goal. Looked like the opportunity had gone away, but he managed to get a shot instead, and it went into the back of the net. And so on my judging from that, I'm going to give my JSGC man of the match today to Riyad Mahrez. So big congratulations to him, as Fernandinho just played a really good ball forward to Sergio Aguero. If he controlled that, he'd have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he couldn't quite get it under his grasp, and so it does go into the hands of the goalkeeper as we're into 3 minutes of injury time, 2 minutes to go. Aguero in the penalty area gets a shot away, and it's saved by the goalkeeper, and out for a corner here to Manchester City. I think someone mentioned before Zinchenko. I think he's had a good game. I think Ilkay Gundogan's had a really good game, and I think Phil Foden has also had a really good game for Manchester City today. As we've got less than 2 minutes to go here now until full time. It's Manchester City 5, Southampton 2. We are still aiming for 150 likes, ladies and gentlemen. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're only 11 likes away from that goal. So if you haven't already, then please do leave a thumbs up. It would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 16k subscribers. And also don't forget to check out today's sponsor of this live watch along, which is OneFootball. You can go and download the best footballing app out there by clicking the link at the top of my description to take you to the download page. Doing that does also help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channels. Bernardo Silva gets a good ball away, and it's Phil Foden that has a good shot blocked by Southampton there. And so it remains 5-2 rather than 6-2 there to Manchester City, as Kyle Walker makes an interception there for City. And once more, City having a good moan about the referee, as Phil Foden is given the Sky Sports man of the match for this game. I'm giving mine to Riyad Mahrez though. Seamus, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Thank you very much, Brad. Much appreciated as well. As we're into the last 10 seconds or so of the game. It's Southampton just having a couple of passes. It is going to be 3 points to Manchester City, so we will be back to winning ways and a response made from the Derby Day defeat. And there we go. The full-time whistle does go. It finishes here at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 5, Southampton 2. A very open-ended goal-scoring game. A big fair credit shout-out to Southampton for their approach to this game. When I looked at their lineup, I was expecting them to sit really deep and be really defensive, not take the game to City, be as tight as possible and see what happens. They had a good go at City. First 15 minutes, I think Southampton were the better team. It was City, though, that took the lead through Kevin De Bruyne. Good work to play from Manchester City with their first shot on goal. Ended up finding the back of the net. Unlucky for Southampton. They then got a penalty. Vestergaard had a good header. It was saved by the goalkeeper. It rebounded back out to Vestergaard, who was brought down by Aymeric Laporte through a flaying arm. A bit of a weak one, but a penalty was given. A weak one, but I thought it might have been a penalty. There we go. And Ward-Prowse took the penalty and put it down the middle. And scored for Southampton to find an equaliser. And so it required a lot of character from Manchester City to respond from that setback. We'll speak about the penalty incident in just one moment, but boy did we do that. We did that really well through Riyad Mahrez just before half-time as well, with a beautiful, well-taken goal on just on the outside of the penalty area to find the bottom corner and bend it around the goalkeeper. Really good finish from Riyad Mahrez, and then it got even better for Manchester City as Mahrez found some space in the 3rd minute of injury time in the first half. His shot, I think, was tipped onto the post by goalkeeper McCarthy, and Mr. Whippy was there to follow in the rebound to make it 3-1 to Manchester City. That killer 2-goal cushion that we was looking for kind of took the game away from Southampton. It was then Riyad Mahrez through intercepting well from a poor clearance from Southampton, who picked up the loose ball to find Manchester City's 4th goal for us. With another well-taken goal from Riyad Mahrez, who, like I said, I thought had a really good game. And then it was Kevin De Bruyne, who's been given the OneFootball man of the match, by the way, who found the last goal for Manchester City. It was Phil Foden that got into a really good position in the penalty area, fed it through to De Bruyne, who had a pretty simple, straightforward finish and put it into the back of the net. There was a second goal for Southampton sandwiched in between the Mahrez and De Bruyne goals, and that was for Che Adams, which was a good finish by Che Adams as well, as they literally just went up the other end from that goal from Riyad Mahrez. And Che Adams also had a goal disallowed later in the second half for offside, which was offside. That win, though, just looking at the live league table here on the OneFootball app, sent Manchester City on to 68 points. We've now got 9 games to play in the Premier League. Both Manchester United and Southampton have 10 games to play. If Manchester United win all of their remaining 10 games, which I don't think will happen, but if it does, it means that Manchester United would move on to 84 points, which means Manchester City needs 17 more points to win the Premier League mathematically. It means that we need 6 more wins, of course, and that's what we're striving towards. I personally reckon 5 wins would be enough for City to do it. I think 4 wins arguably could be enough for City. I think 4 wins and a draw could well be good enough, because I don't see Manchester United picking up more than 24 points from their remaining 30. I can see United maybe winning 8 out of 10. So I think City win 4 more games and pick up a draw. I think that will be enough to win the Premier League. I regard this game and our next game against Fulham as our 2 winnable games, and so hopefully we've got the job done here tonight against Southampton. We can get the job done against Fulham on Saturday evening, and that will put us in a really strong position then, and a good recovery from the defeat against Manchester United, but it also puts us in a really strong position to potentially winning the Premier League. Dad's saying there he reckons it might be 3 wins for Manchester City to win the Premier League, but it all depends on the form, of course, of both Manchester United and Leicester. What I would say, if we can beat Fulham in our next game, we take on the next Premier League game, which is an away game against Leicester City. We win then 2 games. I think that takes Leicester out of the title race, and it puts City right on the edge of Premier League glory. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All we need to do, we know what it takes to win the Premier League. Take it one game at a time. And our next game, of course, is the away match against Fulham, which of course we will be doing another live watch along of. Right, let's speak about the penalty incident real quick. I'm going to go into a lot more detail in my match review of this game, which will be up tomorrow morning. But yeah, I just cannot believe that Jonathan Moss hasn't given a penalty. I cannot believe it. It's really poor play from Southampton. It's a poor touch from the goalkeeper to allow a situation like that to actually happen. Fair credit to Phil Foden, reading the danger all the way. He takes the touch. It's a bit of a heavy touch, but he has to take a heavy touch because he's under pressure from the keeper. The keeper goes sliding in. It's reckless. It's late. He misses the ball. He takes the man. It's a foul, which means it's a penalty to Manchester City. In my opinion, it's the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, and to me, that should have been a red card as well. I've said in the first half, I'll say it again, doesn't mean I think Manchester City would have scored that penalty kick, but I do think it would have been a game-changing situation if a penalty was given, and of course a red card was given as well, which in my opinion would have been the correct decision. And Jonathan Moss thought he didn't have a very good angle. He was, I think he was miles away. He was absolutely miles away. So how he could see it, get a clear view on that is completely beyond me. So he's relying on VAR to make the decision, and VAR, they're just backing up, as Graham Souness said at half time during this game. VAR are just backing up the referee. They're supporting each other. They're not wanting to make themselves look ridiculous, so they're just backing up them decisions, and it's just absolutely ludicrous. It's 100% a penalty, and I'm making a big deal of it. It doesn't even matter for this game, thankfully, but I'm making a big deal out of it because it's just showing just how bad refereeing and officiating has become in England. How a stone wall clear penalty, it's a clear and obvious error made by the referee, isn't overturned by VAR. VAR just backing up what the referee said. It's just I cannot make sense of it. I cannot make sense of how anyone who is in charge of refereeing a high-profile Premier League game can say that that is not a penalty. I cannot make sense of it. Like I said, you could literally hire a clown, and a clown would have done a better job of officiating that game today, and in charge of VAR as well, than what Jonathan Moss did and whoever was in charge of VAR. It's just absolutely ludicrous. Like I said, I will go into more detail on this in my review for people to look forward to, because I do want to try and conclude, otherwise I'll be here all night, conclude my live watch along. So I'm going to get the stats up for this game now for you. Again, brought by today's video sponsor, OneFootball, which you can go and download their app through the link at the top of my description, as we're now only 6 likes away from my target of 150 likes. So it's 58% possession for City, 42 for Southampton. Southampton won 56% of their duels compared with 44 for City. 45% of aerial duels won by City and 55 for Southampton. 4 offsides for Southampton, 1 for Manchester City. Of course, one of them offsides was, of course, the goal. Both sides had 5 corners apiece. Most important stat, 5 goals for City, 2 for Southampton. 17 shots for City, 10 on target, 5 goals. Not a bad return, and certainly more clinical than what we was in our last game against United. And, of course, we get our response as well. 11 shots for Southampton, 6 on target, 2 goals. Again, not a bad return for them, in my opinion. City's shot accuracy on goal at 59%, Southampton's at a 55%, so fairly even there. 2 block shots apiece for both sides. Man City had 1 shot which hit the woodwork, the frame of the goal, of course, which was followed in from Ilkay Gundogan from Riyad Mahrez hitting the woodwork. 11 shots from City inside the box and 6 outside the box. 7 inside the box for Southampton and 4 outside of the box. 8 tackles for City, a tackle completion rate of 62.5%. Southampton made 22 tackles at a very impressive tackle completion rate of 68%, so that is decent. 10 clearances for City, 11 for Southampton, 9 interceptions for City and 12 for Southampton, so Southampton dominating them defensive stats. City much better with their passing in the second half. 665 passes at a pass completion rate of 91%. 475 passes from Southampton at a pass completion rate of 83%, so fair credit to them. They had a real good go, so I have every respect for them, and I do wish them all the best for the rest of the season. City had 8 crosses compared with Southampton's 7. City's successful cross rate at 12.5% and Southampton's at 28.6%. 6 fouls committed by City, 4 for Southampton, 1 yellow card for City, none for Southampton, that 1 yellow card for Fernandinho, and no red cards apiece. This match is going to be dominated by the referee, it's going to be dominated by VAR, but what it does mean, it's 3 points for Manchester City. City back on track. City now 14 points clear at the top of the Premier League, with Manchester United and Leicester having a game in hand on us, but it's always best to have the points rather than games in hand. What it means though is now we can move on to our next game. Our next game comes at the weekend. It's on Saturday evening, 8 PM GMT kickoff time. We'll be going live at 7:30 PM for everybody to look forward to. You have my word. So I will see you all again for the live watch along of that match. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my outro. I want to hit 150 likes on this live stream. With that would be much appreciated. Let's see if we can hit that whilst I do the outro. So don't forget, if you are watching this, do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe as well. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 16,000 subscribers. We're less than 250 subscribers away, so any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget my social media links, they're in the description below and also on the banner below too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the banner below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the live chat whilst we are still live for the next couple of minutes. If you're watching this after the game, then do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe and all that good stuff. And lastly, this video, like I said, throughout this live stream has been sponsored and is brought to you by OneFootball, the best footballing app out there, keeping you up to date with all the latest fixtures, results, live statistics, live league tables, what channel the game is being viewed on, also the latest news and transfer news as well. I do use OneFootball for some of my transfer news too, so do go and download the app. You can find the link to that at the top of my description. Downloading that app and pressing that link at the top of my description and downloading it, it will take you to the download page, by the way, does help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channel. We do have our sponsor video. I didn't do it at the beginning of the video, so I'm going to do it now. I've got my promo video, so roll it. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So there we go. That has been the live watch along of this game between Manchester City and Southampton. A huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. It is much appreciated by me, as we do hit 150 likes on this live watch along. So thank you everyone for that. It is much appreciated. Your support, like always, has been absolutely amazing. I do hope that everyone has a fantastic rest of their evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are tuning in from around the world, and I will see you all again for the next live watch along on Saturday evening. I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City and football video with that review of this game, including going into more detail on that penalty incident and my thoughts. So I'll see you all then. So I've been JSGC. I do hope that everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.